I thought I understood cheese. Then I found this one, halloumi. Apparently, it has a superpower. Well, what is it, and why would you want that? Well, let's look at cheddar. This is what I expect cheese to do on a grill. Give it heat, and it gets gooey, because that's what cheese does, right? But this is halloumi. This cheese has other plans.
I'm Chris. I'm a medium level cook with rare level curiosity. This is Rarely Well Done, where we find out what ingredients actually do.
Halloumi does not melt. So, what happens when you cook it? Well, first let's find out what we're starting with. Cold halloumi is pretty firm. It's salty, and there's that little bit of a weird squeaky texture that people talk about when you chew it. I actually tried to record the squeaky sound for you. Unfortunately, it just sounds like me chewing, so you'll have to experience that one for yourself. But this is where things get interesting. Heat doesn't turn halloumi into a puddle, it browns it, and that changes the whole thing.
So that's a browning that's hard to get without melting your cheese. So I can't wait to try this.
And now we've got a browned outside, a firmer crust, and that same chewy cheese underneath. So maybe the point of cooking halloumi isn't to melt it. Maybe the point is to brown it. Which raises a more interesting question. How much heat can this thing actually take? Well, apparently quite a lot. It goes directly onto the grill, gets browned on the outside, and when I open this thing, it's still a piece of cheese.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Pun intended. And that's not just a weird quirk, that's useful because now cheese can be something you actually put on the grill instead of something you have to keep away from it. But there's a catch. It really needs to be enjoyed fresh off the heat, like this piece that I
Oh,
just
yeah.
tasted.
Oh, wow. Yeah, all the umami flavor that you get with cheese and all the bonus you get with that Maillard browning, that's it's just it's unbelievable. That's really good cheese. and I'm trying to think how you could get this any other way, but I don't really know. I mean, you can brown cheese, I suppose, but it's all melty and gooey. This is firm with texture, which feels like you're eating a piece of meat, but it's cheese flavored. Like, that's so beautiful. Mm, 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 mm.
The same structure that lets halloumi survive all that heat doesn't necessarily make it better at sitting around. If its superpower is not melting, its kryptonite is time afterwards. Fresh off the grill, it's browned, hot, salty, and chewy.
A little time's gone by on this one.
After it cools, it can get rubbery and strange.
All right, it did get a little firmer. The texture isn't quite as good as it is right off the grill. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's clear to me that using it quickly is kind of important. Good to know.
Which brings up the other problem. If you're trying to balance a bite, halloumi already brings a lot to the party. It's salty, it's rich, it's chewy, and now we've browned it. It needs something to push back, like cucumber and tomato, something fresh, something juicy, and something acidic, like a splash of lemon. Now, the vegetables aren't trying to compete with the cheese, they're doing the opposite. They're giving all that salty, browned, chewy halloumi flavor somewhere to go. Pair it right, and it opens up all kinds of tasty possibilities. It's not a better cheddar. It's not a cheese you need to keep around for every recipe. It's a very specific tool. When you want cheese that's salty, browned, chewy, and still physically there when you're done cooking, halloumi can do something your normal melting cheese cannot.
So halloumi is not the cheese you use when you want a melted, glorious puddle. It's the cheese you use when you need it to hold together, and that's pretty awesome. Now go fix something.